guys. So now, ang topic natin is factoring perfect square trinomial. So first thing, what is a perfect square trinomial? So the first criteria of a perfect square trinomial is that it must have 3 terms. That's why tinatawag siya na perfect square trinomial. So I will show you an example of a perfect square trinomial. We have x squared plus 8x plus 16. So, itong method na ituturo ko sa inyo ay para lang kay perfect square trinomial. Okay, so first thing, kailangan ma-identify natin if the polynomial is a perfect square trinomial. So, paano ba natin masasabi that this polynomial is a perfect square trinomial? The first term must be a perfect square. Okay, so the last term is also must be a perfect square. Okay, so when it comes to middle term, the middle term must be twice the product of the square root coefficient of the first and last. So ano ba ibig sabihin nun? Yung coefficient ng first and last natin, yung square root ng coefficient ng first and last term natin is twice the product. O, yun yung magiging middle term natin. So, let's see. So, the coefficient of the first term is 1. So, the square root of 1 is 1. So, the square root of 16 is 4. So, sabi dyan, twice the product of the square root. So, the product of the first and last is 4. Twice the product, that is 8. So, para masabi natin siya na PST, kailangan ganun yung pag-determine natin. So, therefore, itong example natin is an example of PST. Now, ituturo ko sa inyo how to factor perfect square trinomial. After malaman natin na siya ay perfect square trinomial. So, you just remember guys that PST results PSB. So, perfect square trinomial results perfect square binomial. Okay? So, tandaan nyo yan. So, paano ba tayo nagpa-factor ng perfect square trinomial? Ganito lang po. Gawa tayo ng binomial, square binomial. So, the first step is get the square root of the first. The square root of x squared is x. Get the square root of the last. The square root of 16 is 4. Then, get the sign of the middle term, or get the operation of the middle term, which is positive. Okay, so therefore, when we factor x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to the quantity of x plus 4 squared. Okay, so how to check if your answer is correct? So, the quantity of x plus 4, kapag ka-in-expand natin, that is x plus 4 times x plus 4. So, using FOIL method, mache-check natin kung yung answer natin ay tama o mali. So, FOIL method, first, outer, inner, last. So, first, x times x, that is x squared. Outer, x times positive 4, that is positive 4x. Inner, 4 times x, that is positive 4x. And the last 4 times positive 4, that is positive 16. So, combine like terms. X squared plus 4 plus 4, that is 8x plus 16. Okay, so therefore, mag-check natin na ang sagot natin ay tama. Okay, I will show you another example. Okay, just remember that this method ay applicable lang kay perfect square trinomial. Okay, another example is a squared plus 20a plus 100. Okay. Una, kailangan natin mag-determine if the polynomial is an example of perfect square trinomial. So, tingnan natin. First term is a perfect square. Last term is also a perfect square. Then, the middle term must be twice the product of the square root of the coefficient of the first and last. So, kunin muna natin yung square root ni first. Coefficient ni first, 1. Square root ni last, 10. Twice the product. So, the product of the first and last, that is 10. Twice the product, that is 20. So, okay. Na-recognize na natin na perfect square trinomial siya. So, now, pwede na natin gamitin yung method na tinuro ko kanina. Okay. So, PST results PSB. Gawa na tayo ng PSB. Or square binomial. So, ang first step is get the square root of the first. A squared, the square root of A squared is 8. The square root of 100 is 10. Get the sign of the middle term. Positive. So, when we factor a squared plus 28 plus 100 is equal to the quantity of a plus 10 squared. So, now we will check if our answer is correct. So, a squared plus 10, the quantity of a raised to 2. When we expand it, a plus 10, a plus 10. Okay, so using FOIL method, first, a times a, that is a squared. Outer, a times positive 10, that is positive 10a. Inner, positive 10 plus a times a, that is 10a. 10 times 10, that is 100. Then combine like terms. A squared plus 10 plus 10, 20, a plus 100. Okay, so, yan. Ganyan lang kadali how to factor perfect square trinomials. Just remember that this method ay applicable lang kay perfect square trinomial. Okay?